I had my first full, vigorous, thorough search and seizure.
Your first full bath.
He went in. Felt my penis all around my buttocks. I got fully erect.
That's sick.
I dated this guy for a while, and I think after our first date, I looked right into his face and said, very Rain Man, I had a very good time, and just so you know, I'm very sexually attracted to you.
That's how you always are, though.
I look them right in the face and I say, you're very attractive, and I would love to have sex with you today, tonight, if possible, and this is not a joke.
Yeah.
Okay, when you're making your profile, have a friend do it. I made one, and then my friend Jen looked at it, and she's like, you sound like a sociopath with no self-esteem. I've had guys in the past who obviously want this poodle fantasy all day long. They insist on taking me out to a dinner. They're fully aware that I don't pass as a woman and no people are gonna look, and they're comfortable with that.
And they want you to be in drag?
Yes, yes, yes. They want to go to Davio's in downtown and like, yeah, picture it, Brisbane, Australia, where I took an hour and 45 minutes to shave down everything below, you know, my nose. And I went to like 6 or 7 different shops to try to find some kind of sexy lingerie type thing, lingerie. I had set it up on Craigslist for 48 hours in advance. We get back to the hotel after the show. I had to go down in drag in the lobby in my lingerie to let him into the hotel. I go down, no shoes, all
I
of
saw the
skin,
picture, he was hot.
super hot. And he was hotter in person, which never happened. Anyways, so I tiptoe very femininely down to the lobby.
What does that look like? Oh shit. Some woman named Elizabeth.
So he wants to take a shower, which I appreciate because I love to eat ass. I only eat ass if it's fresh out of the shower. He takes off his clothes, he has a beautiful body and it's mostly smooth. And I say, hey, do you shave your asshole? And he's like, no. So I offered to, he was getting in the shower anyways, and I said, can I shave your asshole? He bent over, grabbed his ankles, and I went to town on it. I tied my hair back.
No, you didn't.
I absolutely did.
But did you use your banana clip?
Huh?
Did you use that stupid claw you always have?
I used the scrunchie. He says I'm beautiful, he says I'm sexy and gorgeous. We proceed to have wonderful foreplay, great sex. His asshole tasted like P.F. Chang's. Literally, we have hours of sex and we take breaks to talk, because I love to talk. We go through probably a whole bottle of your lube, I'm so sorry. Yeah. The witching hour has long since passed. The sun is coming up, which means the expiration date on my makeup was about 3 months ago. The gender lines are getting a little blurry, and he's cool with it, which is great, because he knows I'm a man. I was like, I'm gonna take my makeup off. I get out of the shower, we talk for a little bit, we make out some more. So as he left, I hugged him and kissed him and followed him on Instagram. 2 hours later, what did I discover? He had gone through my backpack, which was under a bunch of shit in the corner of the room while I was in the shower, and stole all the money they had made from my merchandise in Australia, which was about $2,500. Oh, and here's the kicker though. He left me with a gift.
This is the best part.
He left me with a gift. It was a lighter on it that said, no worries, Mike. So I was performing at a nightclub in Boston. I ended my number and was just writhing around on stage. I did a leg kick, my shoe flew off and the heel hit somebody right in the eyeball. I apologized and I ran. I've been puked on.
No.
Puked on and pissed on. Puked on stage, pissed on backstage. There was a bachelorette outside peeing. The door kind of like hit her and she, wiggled and then pissed all over my feet. It was great.
I bought it.
In Montreal in '97, I bought $350 black and blue leather striped pants.
In '97?
97.
How old were you?
16. Guess how many times I wore them? Once.
Yeah.
And that happened with a leather bag, but I was high on drugs in Block Island. AOL.
When you were 13, they fully did not have computers.
15. That was when you had to wait about 10 minutes for a JPEG to load.
Oh, the dial-up.
Yeah, dial-up, AOL. AOL chat rooms. They used to go into goth chat rooms. Here's the real tea. My screen name was Blood Fetish. Wow. Yeah. I was bisexual at that point, so I had a girl. Her name was Angie. She was really cool. Yeah, it was a really exciting time. Because I spent 25 minutes in my bathroom with the door locked, looking straight into the mirror, smiling.
Yeah.
25 minutes. 20 to 25 minutes maximum. And then at that point, you've convinced all the relevant body systems that you're happy.
See?
I tripped on Robitussin when I was like 16.
That's a real thing, you did it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Robotrippin.
Robotrippin. It's a dextromethorphan or something like that. And I got a rash, or at least I thought I had, a rash that started from the crown of my head that traveled all the way down to the tips of my toes. It was like that thick.
This is a true story. When I would hook up in drag back in the day in Boston, I would be
Last week.
unequivocally clear about
week.
this thing. If you orgasm before me, that's great, but we need to make sure that that happens. Okay, if I come before you do, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I am in a nightgown with hot tea blowing on it, pointing at the door, snoring.
What age did you start coming? I started very early, maybe 8 or 9.
They're not ready for this realness. The first time I came, I was fantasizing about something that I won't disclose. It's my only secret.
But you didn't.
No, I won't tell anybody.
Okay, then
Actually,
why would you
one
bring it up?
secret. No, because it makes me, because I have power. You want the knowledge.
If you
it makes
guys
me feel
find her
powerful.
to be a bad friend for doing that, comment below.
Do
Well, give
see.
me like a partial, like
I was fantasizing about somebody that almost every
Jonathan Taylor. Was it Simba?
the act and the person very taboo. But I thought I was peeing. If I'm gonna make out with somebody, the moment before we even touch lips, I'm pre-coming. Cut to a few days ago. I literally, in a wild summer moonlit craze, was shirtless, hair draggly, screaming at her with a cigarette.
She's standing over me with a cigarette, the moon behind her, yelling at me
morning.
about how in dance and music, it's all mathematical.
Which is
She's gotta
true.
s- and
Which
she-
is true.
That's me, I'm her. It's all math. Dancing is all math, music is math.
Oh, bleary-eyed.
Just screaming at me.
You can't blame me for that.
I experiment with Grindr. I never get laid on it. Although in Miami, Florida, season 7 premiere party, went on Grindr, found very attractive man who would love to get his ass eaten and pounded out. So I went over. He made me watch a full 45 minutes of a current television show, which was very disheartening. And then we proceeded to have just the sexiest, hottest, no frills, wonderful encounter. And then I had a cigarette with him and just and left. Wonderful. Just sidebar really quickly, Ichabod Crane and the Headless Horseman, I wanted to get fucked by the Headless Horseman.
Was that your secret?
No.
Oh, there's something worse than that?
I'll never tell, father. Okay, social media brought me one wonderful gift. Stacey Lane Matthews tweeting at me, fuck my mouth with an egg roll. Time is money and beauty is time. Wait, hold on. This is math.
Time?
Time is money. Beauty equals money, so time is beauty. Beauty is time. It's a beautiful mind.
That works for me.
Okay, so what I need to get it off quick and I need to get it off fast and I need to like not feel bad doing it. So I get in the shower and I just rub a whole bunch of Dawn dishwashing liquid on my face and it gets
And you
makeup
start on your butt.
I stopped having the dreams where all my internal organs became applesauce and just oozed out of my asshole.
Do you talk in your sleep?
Have you ever heard this? I talk, I scream, I moan, I flail. I get this close to people's faces. I'm not a good person to sleep with.
I'm never staying at your house again.
Well, apparently I've never recorded it, but Lizzie says full conversations. Well, Barbara, I don't know if that's gonna work. We really have to check out the options and then make a decision later on. Just having like, do you know what I mean? Just having random conversations. Tom Selleck was a recurring sexual figure in my dream. Magnum PI, you're too young, but virile Hawaiian private eye detective, shorty short, infamous shorty short.
But here's the rub.
When the bathing suit came off, it was these big pendulous balls, but instead of a dick, it was a small brown scab. I had to blow him, I wanted to, and I just licked around the scab. Because honey, what you find isn't always a dick.
I don't want to do this with you anymore!
Lucid dream ever?
What is that?
So it always happened during a nap. You fall asleep, you maintain a level of consciousness about your surroundings within the dream that says like, I know I'm dreaming, I know what reality is, I know what a dream is.
Yes,
Inside
I love
the
that.
dream. And
Bitch,
you
that's
can
when
influence events.
you live your sexual fantasies.
Yes. I went over to my neighbor who was straight and I said, you're gonna have sex with me and you're gonna like it. And it was not coerced. It was, he's like, yeah. Well, I was raised on horror movies, as you know.
Yes.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Candyman, but I was more scared of public humiliation, turning red. I'm so white, I turn red at the drop of a hat. More than the boogeyman, more than all the boogeymen coming to DP me at the same time. I was scared of public humiliation. Thus, do you want to hear something? You want to hear a true horror story? After I graduated from college, yes, I went to college. I went back to my parents' house for 6 months, and every single night of my life, I wished I could do it all over.
No.
I did,
No.
and I would never, ever have that fantasy again. You know what I dream about now? Nothing. No. I've got no brain. My parents let me do whatever except here. Number one, I could not pierce my face. But one thing I had to do, physical exercise. You have to do something physical, and whether that's martial arts, which it was for 10 years, and then gymnastics and whatever.
You did martial arts?
Bitch, my dad is a karate fucking master. Karate master.
like 5th degree black belt in Shukokai Okinawan karate. Anyways, here's the twist. At the time, my parents
Did not know better about the confirmation issue in the Catholic Church.
They said it's important. I said, why? This is the one imperfection my parents had. The only one. Said, why is it important? And they weren't able to give me a straight answer because they actually
They didn't know themselves.
Exactly. As an adult with my parents, we're able to investigate together the complexities of religion and spirituality. Holy Trinity, bitch!